I have depression, but not for much longer. It's 5 in the morning. That's the last car we're going to see for a while because we are in the middle of the forest. There's mosquitoes everywhere, but it's important to be in here because I'm about to either cure my depression or ruin my life. What do you think I'd have to do to get cancelled?
Around here, probably not much.
What does it mean to you when you hear someone's been cancelled?
Community retribution or justice.
I think you should have been sterilized when you were 12 years old. I'm doing this because I'm spreading truth.
We probably are going too far.
Woke as a term.
Just to be clear, this is not a Donald Trump documentary, but his diehard supporters are making these rap songs, and I need to figure out why.
Mind virus. Backlash. Politically neutral. Masculinity is toxic.
According to the World Health Organization, 5% of people around the world are suffering with depression. You've probably heard of some of the common solutions, right? See your friends, eat better, sleep better, maybe even take medication, try therapy. But have you ever tried just turning that frown upside down? Right? No, I'm just kidding. What about conservative rap? I always find sometimes musicians can kind of like push that line a little more.
I think you're right.
So do you think if a musician just fills their song with like the worst shit ever, they're more likely to get away with it?
Yeah, definitely.
Here's the 5-step plan to cure my depression. Step 1, make a conservative rap song.
The most ridiculous song, just every buzzword.
Got earplugs for anyone that hears the song?
Trust me, it's worse than you think.
Step 2, film a music video for it and put it online. Doing that in public, fucking painful.
The lyrics are a bit strange, but like the music just kind of takes over.
Wow.
Yeah.
Step 3, talk to an expert.
In some ways, what's going on now feels very familiar. It feels like the same old backlash. There is something new.
Step 4, climb this mountain, touch some grass, and reflect on my newfound fame. And step 5, fix my depression. I've spent the last 7 months consuming the unthinkable.
I think the world's gone mad. Do black lives still matter, or is trans the new black? I wanna choke the woke until they struggle to breathe. Hollywood is a joke and I'm exposing the creep. Mainstream media! Fuck you too!
The media is the enemy of the people.
But the system wants adults to sit down and shut up. Cancel culture runs the world now, the planet went crazy.
Great again, I'm a proud American.
Y'all are so triggered that you're pulling triggers at presidents. Thank God the left can't aim. Freedom ain't afraid of violence. You wish you was dying? Bitch, you missed!
When Trump got shot, I was like, Lord knows, it wasn't his time to go. It's the mayor of Magaville, baby.
Politics aside, these songs are really bad. No one is bumping this shit, even at the alt-right nightclub. But despite that, there is now a generation of copycats that want to be like these guys.
Kamala Harris is more retarded than a koala bear is. Rappers and celebrities, they drink adrenochrome.
Most are anti-woke.
Hit the gram and like my post, just pretending that I'm woke.
Some of them want us to go back to when music was real.
What happened to all the lyrical rap? They really be gay, the label be blowing they back.
A lot of them are anti-mainstream.
I don't live in the machine, regardless of what the mainstream wants.
A couple of really brave ones tackle the big topics.
Feel sorry for the kids today, because they don't know the meaning of real animation.
And I also found this one.
I feel numb, I feel cold, I don't feel a fucking thing.
And there was even one that didn't hit any of those points.
Sodomize everyone!
Amongst all these videos that I've watched, there is one similarity. The woke mind virus.
First of all, what is the woke mind virus?
I feel like a lot of people at the moment are talking about some fucking like woke agenda. I don't even know what it means. What, you know, people are trying to claim there's like a woke agenda. My whole documentary is based on the word woke. I thought it was everywhere online. So how am I going to make a song about it?
To look at like the comment section of like a Trump post or something, I reckon, and you can definitely that kind of
get
a lot of lyrics from there.
It turns out that Donald Trump's posts are a perfect place to get lyrics from. The adrenochrome conspiracy, school systems, patriotism, next to stuff like 9/11, next to anti-mainstream media stuff. God is not a fan of gay people. And of course...
This is the great epidemic.
Extremely dangerous to our democracy.
After failing to secure a collab with YNG Marta...
Send my manager an email with a demo.
I'll hear back from you, right? It was time to face the music. It's time to bring back Truth Seeker. Andy Martyr would have been great, but my next option was a conservative ghostwriter named Peter who I found online. $8, alright. Oh my god, he's online. So excited to... Peter had his list of buzzwords, he's off writing the song, it's time for us to look for a beat.
I'm gonna offer you 21 rap and hip hop instrumentals, royalty free and copyright free.
2014? Last modified 2014? That's why it's so good, New Year's Eve vibes. You know? Just some quick context. I used to work at a radio station called Triple J, which Elon Musk has called out for being communist. Another word might be woke. I got called woke by association. This place I was working at was the Woke Factory. That was also on New Year's Eve. That's a green with a question mark about cultural sensitivity. We've almost finished listening to every beat. F bro. This is like candy shop. Woke banger.
This one is probably going to have maybe even more voiceover than the last.
Your ideas and the beat are very exciting. Apologize in advance if we're offended by any lyrics. I'm like a town mayor. I got layers. I got a lot of opinions, I'll say. My mind is a maze against the bullshit that's mainstream. It's real slam poetry, isn't it? The bitch was offended. She said she goes by he, they. What's that meant to rhyme with? Put your corpse up on display. Equal rights. That's probably not gonna get us viral for like the right reasons. Why don't I send him a message while we're here and just go, hey man, I've just been booked to do my first ever concert and I need the song by this weekend.
Don't be fooled by the nice view, by the way. I was getting eaten alive by mosquitoes. Ignore that, all right? There's no shortcuts to your mental health getting better. Oh my god, there's 3 mosquitoes on me. All right, there's 5 more. Oh, they've got blood on them too. They're hungry. Oh. Fucking hell. Yeah, sweet. The mosquitoes are a metaphor, actually, for haters. People that are trying to bring you down. But it's all what's up here that matters. And while I was scratching my mozzie bites, Peter was dealing with something a lot more serious.
You got mail.
Oh, Jesus fucking Christ. Oh, fuck me. All right, just calm down. I can barely find time to sleep. When I accepted your order, I had my holiday in mind and knew I could complete 16 bars in the given timeline. My latest text might sound like a false promise, but it was a genuine attempt by me to complete the song. But I wouldn't mind you cancelling and ordering the full song from someone else if money is an issue. Okay. We'll put that one to bed. Tried his lyrics out. A lot of people would tell me I'm crazy just because oh God. He has not factored the beat in. Well, I'm here. And we don't have the reference track. A little nervous. I've never done this before. To give you an idea, you know, Aiden, our lovely engineer, almost shat himself when he heard the beat that we'd selected, actually. Finally, a guy like me gets to say something around here. Woke Armageddon, I'm the true fuck! Hypnotized, but you're thinking you're woke. Getting cancelled because I made a joke. Okay, so the song's done. I'm a brand new rapper, check out my new song. I'm a little bit in over my head, I'll be real with you, you know, with the hike and the video, so feeling a little less depressed, but definitely not fully there yet. And this is obviously a really big topic, right? I'm probably underestimating it.
Woke scold culture is just the worst.
Woke was originally supposed to be just being aware of social issues, social justice issues.
The meaning bended through social media cancel culture.
Cancel culture is garbage.
Letting our country burn. Equating young men to being strong protectors is something that's now evil.
What is it, Adolescence on Netflix? They want to show that in every UK school now. We're still talking about Andrew Tate. This is a huge issue. I'm seeing a lot of this come up in the songs. So if we're going to film a music video, we may as well stop here and actually understand the issue a bit better.
One of my hats is I'm a researcher. I'm an academic, and I've had a long involvement in research on men and masculinities, on violence against women and how to prevent it, on porn, fathering, men's health, whole stack of issues.
I'm curious from your perspective, like, what's the climate like at the moment?
In some ways, what's going on now feels very familiar. It feels like the same old backlash. So PC was the kind of 90s term for woke, so politically correct. You know, there were kind of complaints back then about a regime of political correctness. There is something new too about what's been going on over the last decade. You know, some individuals and advocates deliberately use memification and other strategies online to really amplify their impact. Another reason why some of those anti-feminist influencers are popular is because they tap into widespread anxieties and insecurities among some boys and young men. And Andrew Tate and others come along and offer some ready-made, totally inaccurate and totally unhelpful, but ready-made solutions to that. They offer muscles, money, being surrounded by, you know, bitches and babes and so on. And that's a kind of conventional model of male attractiveness. Certainly a growing cohort of boys and young men, I think, are going to face a very rude shock when the women in their generation go, what the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah, I feel like since, 2007, 2010, we've been told phones are bad, social media is bad. I know me personally, that hasn't actually stopped me from using my phone all the time, to the point where I'm feeling phantom vibrations, which I hope is not just me.
Sometimes the people that are, let's say, at the top of this chain, like, sometimes I feel like they don't even care that much about it, but they know it will get a very energetic reaction.
I think that's right. I think some of the most prominent commentators aren't necessarily very ideologically committed themselves. But I think a second dynamic is about algorithms and the way that algorithms can amplify extremist comments. We probably overestimate our skills at resisting problematic ideologies.
Look, we're going into a pretty crowded part of Sydney. I'm going to be wearing a balaclava and playing a horrific song out of a speaker with like horrific phrases in it that I don't endorse. There's so much of this stuff going around at the moment. I think I would scroll right past this if I saw it.
It would be sick to get some extras.
Imagine someone like overselling it.
I'll put together like an NDA
for reasons I'll explain to you in person.
If I did actually watch it, I think I would just assume that this person is a bit like desperate, like it's a cry for help. Yeah, there's a lot riding on this. You know?
Like, look at that. This is not a small Yui boom. We brought the fucking subwoofer. I'm cautiously unoptimistic at this point. This is actually just going to screw up my life.
So let's say we fast forward like 10 years.
I think things are going to go up and down.
Hard right, far right, whatever. Make Australia great again.
I'm really campaigning on this like Trump-like platform.
What will the coalition do to tackle the woke agendas that are being pushed through our education system?
Peter Dutton is a quick-witted individual.
Just as in Canada, where we saw the Conservative Party lose lead, Australia's Conservatives
has been overshadowed by Donald Trump. The centre-left Labour Party of Prime Minister Anthony Albanese has won the national election.
The data we've got on boys and young men's attitudes in Australia, for example, tells us that over the last 2 or 3 decades, there's been a steady shift towards gender equality.
You know, at first I felt really guilty, and then I was like, wait, everyone's having fun.
All right, and 3, 2, 1, and...
Let's say we put out roughly 15 feelers for talent. 2 more opposite people could not have shown up.
We are rolling, everyone ready to go? And action!
What are you thinking of the song?
Yeah, I think it's really good fun. I think like when you hear the song, the lyrics are a bit strange, but like the music just kind of takes over.
Doing that in public, fucking painful. Are you struggling at all with the public dynamic?
Oh, not at all. I mean, if this is the road to Hollywood, I reckon we got off pretty easy so far.
I was genuinely stressed doing this because I was trying to get this noticed. And you're going to see what the reaction was. We were posting this on Reddit, Instagram, TikTok. Can everyone just fucking leave me alone, man? 4chan, who was so mean about it.
Oh, man.
Which I honestly found so surprising.
The world as we know it has gone from rational to a maelstrom of wokeness.
Oh, okay, I'm hungry now. Arr, arr, arr. Yeah, free speech sayer, the alt-right mayor. Mind so nutty like a pair of underwear. Got a demon in my soul, and he's hungry. Seek truth in my song, woke country. Obama bin Laden is fucking Joe Biden. Kamala Harris is sucking and riding. Cancel culture, man, you can't be denying. Inside America, they're bloodletting little minors. Adrenochrome up in my veins. Bad grades, yeah, teachers say I'm insane. She wouldn't survive a day in my brain. Let me tell you how to crash the fucking astral plane. Start with the vision, 9/11. It's 0.817 virgins in heaven. Could use a weapon to stop my depression, but the mission on earth to teach you a lesson. It's a woke Armageddon, our species is threatened. If God was gay, he'd have a facial expression. So listen close and pay attention. Class is over. Any questions? It's hypnotized, but you're thinking that you're fucking woke. Getting cancelled just because I made a little joke. I want something I know will provoke. Pass a truth vape, yeah, let me hit a fucking toke. I got a lot of people, man, they tell me I'm crazy just cause I got morals and I'm against the mainstream. Hey, milady, what's good? Want a cream? Ew, she likes bad boys. I guess I mean begin to admire. Yeah, I guess I'm playing with that fire. They took your brain out your head and make it with desire. Imbalanced in nature, they got you rewired. Can't think for yourself or aspire to be anything but a fucking puppet. You're a snowflake, and guess what? You can suck it.
It's real now.
As more and more people started to see this, my fear only increased. You know, about 5,000 people saw this, and their reaction was pretty spot on. The more the video got spread around, the more the hate came in. Until something unexpected happened.
When I see something that ridiculous, I start to worry that perhaps I have missed that this is satire.
To my surprise, a political commentator somehow found this video and he tore it to shreds.
What the fuck is going on here? This person reckons you're so bad that you're actually healing the left-right division.
It was so thorough. It was actually incredible. He tore it line by line.
He has adrenochrome in his veins. He's essentially saying he's the satanic pedophile. Why would you say that? Like a lot of sort of MAGA cornballs, there's a lot of Wicked Joker, Tom McDonald cheese going on. 9/11, 9 divided by 11 equals 0.818. Also, we got it wrong. Okay.
I guess in the end, someone recognized me because they told Tom and he acknowledged that
I was had. The whole time along it was the product of Bryce Mills, until recently a Triple J presenter.
He very graciously still kept the video up, so thank you, Tom. Thanks for letting me include it. So what did I learn? Why does any of this even exist? I think I finally got an answer. I wish I could tell you that becoming a conservative rapper has cured me of my depression, but that's not the case. I think it's pretty obvious why. The song fucking sucks. According to the logic of these rappers, it's the woke mind virus that's the problem for all of us. But clearly that's not the truth because we can't even agree on what woke is. The more angry you get at it, the more happy these guys are. Because that was my reaction. When I got those hate comments, I was doing the fucking dance all over the place.
What the fuck?
We had a big reaction. That's what the currency was that I was looking for, to make it mean anything. At the end of the day, making songs like this, it's like, that is loneliness to me. I've been thinking about that a lot. Depression, loneliness, it's a global problem. Like when you strip this back, you know, you take the reaction away, you take the satire, the irony, the harmful rhetoric, all of that out of it, and it is kind of just a cry for attention, right? I mean, sometimes I get a bit antisocial. In fact, that's probably a major way I know I'm depressed. You don't accept the invite to come to the party, you don't want to talk to anyone. Maybe you make a rap song about how shit everything is. You could argue that uploading anything is a cry for attention. I think when you start to look at it as a validation thing, then the labels and the rhetoric become a little less distracting. I think this experiment has taught me that alt-right, woke, words like that have entirely individual meanings for a lot of people. That confuses the issue because what do we have a definition for? Loneliness. I think that is probably what these videos are. More than rage bait, it's antisocial, it's pushing people away. it lines up perfectly, for me at least, and we need to know what the symptoms are before we can actually tackle it. That might be this, and that's an uncomfortable conversation to have. Because these videos are fucked up.